the first thing which I would advise to do is start with a reason and be very clear on why you are here. As I said, like, I'm here to sell this brand, to discuss a new placement for this brand. It's okay to be direct instead of going round and round and round, right?
That's true.
All right, guys, we're walking into the bar. Let's see if I've still got it. I'm going to sell Bruno this gin. So we're going to do a little vlog here on a real objection handling on, what I would suggest on how, sales reps should approach bartenders. So first of all, here's I'm walking. I have, I'm not pulling out my product. Obviously, I have my bag. So this is just to show you guys, but it's the bag and you just put the bag aside and then you come here. Hey, Bruno, thanks.
Hello.
Thanks for having me here.
How are
you doing?
All good.
Are you okay to talk right now?
Yeah, sure.
Super. Thank you for again having me and taking time out. So I really wanted to, introduce my brand to you and, talk to you about Quokka, why we've started, and I've already sent you some email, but it's mainly the tasting what I wanted to do here, right?
Sure.
So I think appreciate your time on this. If we can have, obviously, guys, you have to never ask a bartender to use their glasses. So be prepared. Everything you should have a tasting glass. So you're gonna put it, but in this case, I'm gonna obviously ask him. Can we have a couple of glasses, please?
Yeah, sure. You wanna put it there?
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to recap this, and the first thing which I would advise to do is start with a reason and be very clear on why you are here. As I said, like, I'm here to sell this brand, to discuss a new placement for this brand. It's okay to be direct instead of going round and round and round, right?
That's true.
So that is the first thing. The second thing which you want to go with is your story in a very small, like, not like some distiller made what grandfather was, some recipe and all that stuff, right? What you want to really say is, a clear value prop immediately. So in my case, I'll try my pitch, right? Bruno, we started this Quokka brand to really promote happiness. What we're trying to do is, build a true community of happy people, and our values are empathy, kindness, gratitude. This brand should make you smile. And obviously I'm talking about the liquid. We've involved 15 top bartenders of London in deciding the liquid with the goal that this should be a 95 point plus brand. So I'm sure once you taste it, I would love to know your feedback. That is a short story, and long run, how we're doing it, we're working with bartenders and bars to really, create long lasting relationships, which means obviously we're going to support you to sell. We're going to make sure that the brand is moving, and one of the if not the best, the second fastest selling gin brand, right? So that is an objective here, first of all. So when we, once we chat about the brand, once you're okay with the pricing, I want to discuss the support as well on what we're going to do for you. Shall we open?
Yeah, sure, please.
Super. So it's super important in that instead of talking more and more about the methods and all that, which you can talk now while we're tasting, because that's when the technical stuff you can talk, right? At that time, you want to talk about sales, pricing, how you're going to support them in selling, basically. And feel free to add what you want to hear as well, like meaning what if I'm on the right track, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds perfect. Sounds like a sales representative.
Super. First glass to the buyer.
Thank you very much.
And then you always have to make sure, as a courtesy, you are also tasting. And you can obviously ask him, is it okay if I also just take a sniff? Yeah. Because it's good to talk together and do what he's doing a little bit and following it. So we can discuss, and maybe if he's, do you smell this and that? So I can at least, let me see, right? So it's a good idea to do a tasting together. And then at that time, I would advise to be silent. Let the first words come out of him.
Should we do our cheers?
Cheers.
Personally, I like it. I would say it's you have this London Dry, it's like very juniper. I like it. And then you have this lemony, but you told me that it's like it was what was the lemon?
Yuzu.
Yuzu. So yeah, it's like I would suggest it's like very lemony and very juniper. So
nice. And then you can, if you get that little nudge, right, like little path in the door, what you want to do is start going a little level 2 story. So Bruno, this gin is made in London, just for London, you know, just for UK. So it's exclusively sold here and only made 100% from UK, right? So the idea is to really keep it that way and just work with 20 bars, you know, throughout the year. What we're trying to do is along partnerships, you know, and give more visibility what we're doing with the bars. You know, we want to work with you to make sure that there is an added value apart from this, right? That's one. Second, it's made by one of the very famous distiller out in the countryside. Obviously, you know, according to your thing, you have to say something about the distiller, right? And then a little bit about technique. So in my case, one of the selling points I would say is it's homemade copper steel that they have, pot still that they have made. It's distilled in there and it's a very small batch. So only 240 cases are done for every year. Now you go on the pricing. So let me just tell you about the price. This is £35 retail. Okay. At that time, you want to see obviously the reaction, but then you throw in a nice wow like that, right? So, but introductory price for the first year for all buys, even if you buy 1 case Bruno or 5 case or 10 case, doesn't matter. It's £18.
That's
right.
Price.
1 case, and then on top of it,
1 case 28.
1 case, net price per bottle is 18. A case of 6, it's a 6-pack. If you buy that, I give you 1 more bottle complimentary to use it and to pour to the guest to introduce the brand.
Sounds like
so net 13.5, you know, and 35 retail is at you know, what do you think about the price?
I think it's a good pricing. It's a good starting point, I would say. I think, I mean, flavor wise, I taste like it's a very nice product. It's not a bad product, I would say. And then if you do like this sort of a value offer, is even better, you know. So
so it's important for him to understand that this is actually a £35 product. I mean, in all honesty, this is a quality premium gin. You know,
can tell.
But at the same time, on the flip side, my goal is to make sure the placement is done, so the price is not even a factor in consideration, and there has to be a financial motive, you know, to get that first case in, right? That should be my approach to selling you. My second would be once the deal is closed. So let's go there maybe. Obviously, I'm going to ask directly, but let's do a role play, a little bit of objection handling if you want. So I'm going to ask you. So what do you think? I mean, you know, do you want to give me a chance, and I'll make sure we can talk about how we can help you sell. How does the buying work? What are your thoughts on the next steps?
So, what do you say if I say like no?
If I say you can say no. What do you think about it?
I mean, me personally, I think it's a very nice product.
Do you guys have any open placements for gin, or are you looking, or you know, is there an opportunity here for me?
I think we always sort of open for new products. So obviously we mainly focus on tequila mezcal in this place. So gin in this place is a bit more.
Must be hard, like for me to come in, someone else has to go out, sort of thing, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not that someone has to go out, but it's like we don't.
It's not going to sell through much.
That's the thing. I would suggest you to maybe try with a gin parlor or something like this. Obviously, we have a better chance there. But in here, unfortunately, we check more on tequila mezcal.
What's your average depletion on a 1 case, if I may ask you, Bruno? On a 1 case, if you bought a 1 case of gin, which is not your main category, let's say, you know, what is your average depletion? Do you want to make sure it sells in 1 month at least?
Yeah, obviously.
6 bottles?
I mean, what we do is like we have Suntory. We have like a contract with Suntory. So the tequila and the vodka is Haku and is Roku. And then mainly what we use it for is for martinis. That's our main objective. Like to use it on classic cocktails. But there is some people that they drink just gin tonics and stuff. It's not the most predominant customer, but we still having some. So
you said you had a contract to buy gin from a particular, not gin, right? It's tequila or whiskey.
No, we have like with most of them. The tequila is more, we try to bring everything.
Okay.
Everything.
So this will be your biggest enemy. I mean, biggest objection, because
that's true.
Diageo is going to buy them, for example, and the shelves and the placements or whatever. There are big suppliers are going to have contracts, you know. In that there are many things that goes on. So that will be your biggest objection for sure. What I would do is, obviously, I don't want to sound so salesy because I would not spoil a relationship if it is what it is, but I will still try once.
Yeah.
Something else, right? So that means you don't work with independent producers or brands?
We do.
You know, in that case, what I would say is, what if there was a way where you can stock 6 bottles, and I'll make sure that I send foot traffic and people are asking for this brand. I don't know what the legal stuff is here, but if it doesn't sell through, I'll pick it up and credit you.
Then probably.
Yeah, I'm giving you 30-day assurance with our marketing help, and whatever it takes, we will make sure a new customer is going to come and ask for this brand.
Then probably it will work.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I'm not the one choosing this year, but probably it will convince them.
Sounds good. So I think at that moment, I would take this as a yes, and then maybe appreciate it, Bruno.
Yeah.
So and then I would maybe again say, so blah blah blah, like, you know, so when is your preferred delivery? I would go in the closing, right?
Closing the deal,
I remember
closing the
sales
deal.
now. Is it Tuesday or Monday you take deliveries, and then boom, that's it.
Deal done.
All right, mate.